Okay, so this tutorial is gonna be right after you port forward and port trigger. So this is your run.bat, and I don't want to mess anything up because I have my server open right now. This is how your run.bat should look like. This part could change if your craft or if your bucket is named different, which is mine's right here. So it's named craft bucket, so you have to put craftbucket.jar. Craftbucket.jar in your run.bat means that your executable jar file is going to run. Pause means that you could read any errors if there is any. Let's get on to something else. Your server properties. Edit with Notepad. Just move this screen. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. Let's go through these real quick. Your permission levels are like, let's say if you could do /spawn or /home, all those items, good stuff. Allow nether. If you could go to the nether, you can always put true to let your players go to the nether, or false if you don't want them to. Your level name has to be world unless you change your world folder, which will be right here. Your enable query, I have no idea what that does. Allow flight means allowing players to fly in survival, which I put false because I don't want that for my players. Announce player achievements means that let's say someone breaks a piece of wood, then that player's achievement, broke first wood, is going to appear in front of everybody's screens. I put true because I think it's necessary. Server port 25570 has to be the same as when you port forward or port trigger. So this is going to be your port that you trigger to, 25570, or it could always be 25568 or any of those. Level type has to be default. Enable recon means that players will appear on your map when you search for them, or when you pull out your map, players will appear there. Forced game mode means that anybody that goes into the game, like if I were to appear in my game, I'm going to automatically be in survival. It's going to be forced. Level seed, you could always do that yourself. Mine has no seed because I already have a preset world that I have built, and other people have helped me on. Max build height means how high people can build. Mine is at the default, which is 256. I think it's the default. Spawn NPCs means villagers can spawn. True. Whitelist means that only specific players. So if I wanted to play with my friend, I'd put like the whitelist file would look like this, and it'd have like someone's name on it, and then that means only that player can join the server. Where were we? Spawn animals. That means cows, pigs, chickens, any hostile mobs could spawn. I think no passive. I think that's the word. Snooper enabled. That means that whenever you have the mod of when you zoom in on something, then I think that's enabled. It's true. Hardcore means that if someone dies, they're kicked out of the server, basically banned from the server, and that's it. Online mode, true if you want players from real accounts to join. Resource pack is not needed, but I have one anyways. PvP for my server is true because it's factions. Difficulty is 0. That means that it's easy and not hard, or medium, or whatever the modes are. Enable command block. That means you could put special commands in these blocks where if you press on a pressure plate, then it give you like twice the speed or something. Player idle timeout. That means in 5 minutes that player gets kicked out. The game mode equals 0 because that means survival. Max players is 300. You go to have it the way you want it. Spawn monsters equals true. That means zombies spawn, skeletons. View distance equals 10. So that means that someone can view that distance like in the game 10 inches away, 10 blocks away. Generate structures means that mineshaft spawn, castles spawn, whatever spawns in the Minecraft PC version. Spawn protection means that people can't blow up that area that you have protected, and it can only be changed by you. MOTD means message of the day. Mine is interact with the Kingdom Hearts fan base, but you can always change it to whatever you like. And any options that you do, always make sure to save, which mine, I haven't changed anything, so I don't need to save. And yeah, I'll show you in the game how the server looks like. So you're gonna have to go to multiplayer and go all the way down, and mine's interact with the Kingdom Hearts fan base, as you see as a MOTD. And the server address, you could always find it from what's my IP, just search on Google. And you always have to put your port, which is mine is 25570 because that's what I have set. And refresh the page. Just wait. Pinging. Interact with the Kingdom Hearts fan base. Rejoin in. This is how it would look like. God, the lag. It's lagging so hard. So bad. Anyways, this is how the server would look like. Since I have a resource pack on, music is already preset to do this whenever it goes to a different world. And as you see, I have different warps. So I'll just go to those and I'll show you what songs appear there. And from here you can always put like /help, and there's different like things you could always do. So let me just show you the couple of areas real quick. This is in the Kingdom Hearts game when you start off, and this is my spawn area for my game. And I make sure to save this because I really like this map. So yeah, this is this one. Now I personally like this one. It's my favorite. I don't know why, but it just is. Because it's kind of how it's so bad. But that's kind of how Traverse Town's music is. Well, it is, but this is the remix version for the HD remix. So it's pretty cool. I'll show you the last area. Now, there's also this area. I'm trying to speak next to the mic because this one's pretty loud. So I have this music because I don't know why, but it's for this area because this area is not yet made or finished in my Minecraft world. So yeah, and this is pretty much the conclusion to what you could do. And